And Peter, you can take 30 minutes if you need to. So thank you for that generous offer, Sue. It is my absolute pleasure to welcome you all to Golden Grove High School, and it's wonderful to see so many people here. Clearly this school means a lot to all of you, and that's why you're here. So thank you for coming back. I'd like to acknowledge Kelvin for speaking, David for speaking, Rex, Mike, Adrian and Adam, so thank you very much for speaking. I'd also like to acknowledge the organising committee for today. So I'm just going to work my way around left to right, and if anyone I leave out, please stick your hand up. But Adam, of course, Hayley, Sue, Elnora was standing next to her, but I think she walked out the door. Ruth, Julie, Fran, you helped as well. Janet, who have I left out? I think I've done well. Okay, so thank you to all of the organising committee for doing what they've done and putting this on today. I did some maths today when I was coming back from my meeting in preparation for this. When the school began, as we heard, there were 89 students in 1989, but the school has grown, of course, and we're sitting around about 1,350 at the moment. The largest that the school ever got to was in the low 1400s. Our year 8 intake is around about 270, 275 students. When they get through to year 12, that means that there's around about 220 left of them. If we sort of averaged all of the year levels over the 30 years to say 150 students in year 12, that means that this school has touched the lives of 45,000 students. That's amazing to think how many students have gone through this place and how many lives the teachers and the staff and all of the people that put this together, how much influence you've had on their lives. And so that is an amazing thing to think about. And you know, there's plenty more students for us to educate in the future as well. I'm sort of going to build the bridge between what was then and what's coming. So we're in a really interesting situation where the school is now 30 years old, and we're going to open up the school. So as soon as I finish speaking, you're going to be invited to have a wander around, go into any room that you want to, any space, have a good look, take your time, reminisce, sit in some chairs, write on the boards if there's some pens around, throw some egg. No, don't throw that. But as you walk around the school, you'll start to see some new stuff, or you'll see new stuff, but you'll also see some slightly old and stuff that's getting a little bit tired, which probably looks fairly similar to what it was when you were here, either as a teacher or as a student. The good news is that we've got Year 7s coming soon. Our school is growing. We're in an area where our demographics show that our year levels, or the number of primary school students that are coming through, is increasing. We're expecting that our new Year 8 intake for in the next few years will grow to around about 300. We've got the Year 7s coming in 2022. Forecasts look like our school's going to grow to about 1,800 students by the time we get around about 2022, 2023. So it's going to become a big school, and it means that we need some new facilities. Luckily, our two governments over the last few years have seen the need for us to have the opportunity to grow our facilities, and of course we need some cash, some capital injection. So we've got $15.5 million, which will be spent over the next 18 months to 2 years to get ready for this influx of new enrolments that we're going to get. So you'll see some older stuff, but we have plans for how we're going to refurbish. We might tear some stuff down and we might rebuild. One of the things that definitely is going to go is the transportable buildings at the rear of the school, and they'll be replaced with brand new state-of-the-art classrooms, which will have wonderful technology and all the new furniture and all the new fit-outs that modern schools have. It will probably need to be a 2-storey building because we do have a fairly confined and small footprint here, so we'll probably need to build up. Other plans that we have would be to build a brand new performing arts centre. That will be really important because currently two of our performing arts, dance and drama, have their home in the transportable building. So if they go, we need to build a new centre for them. We also plan on refurbishing home economics and getting some new kitchen areas in there. We need to do something about our car park because when we have a school of about 1,800 students, we'll need another 30 or 40 staff members. And so at the moment we have just over 100 teachers and about 40 to 45 ancillary staff. So we're going to be going up around about 175, 180 staff when we get to that size. We also hope to do some other things like build a new centre for our disability unit students, so that's on the plans as well. We'd also like to have a new front office environment because at the moment it's a fairly small space, and we'd like to have a more statuesque entrance to our school. We're putting a lot of work into our grounds at the moment. We're trying to colorise our school and green our school and do all of those sort of things. So as you walk around, have a look at all of those things and get excited about those. And I must say, is there any PE staff here as well? Maybe not. What we hope to be able to do, if our funds allow for it, is also to build a double court gym. We'll have to wait and see. $15.5 million does sound like a good amount of money. Not $500,000, it's now 31 times that, isn't it? Yeah, I think it might be. Which is pretty good, but it won't build everything necessarily that we want to. So, thank you from the bottom of our hearts for coming and showing the interest in how the school has developed over the last set of years. We open our doors to you. There is a signing book that we would love each of you to put your name in. Sue's holding it up at the moment. Where will it be located?
It's located here at the moment, but then we'll take it over to the hub.
Yeah, so what we're going to do from here is, obviously we've got the cake, which I think, I'm not sure whether that's been cut now or not. Yes, it is going to be cut now. And then you'll be able to get some slices of that. There'll be tours of the school, or the school will be opened up for you, and then there's refreshments over in the new, or the old Golden Grove Library, which is now the new hub building. And so I'm not going to say anything more. Thank you very much to Ethan, who has been our awesome MC. Well done, Ethan. Yeah.
Ethan finishes off.
All right, Ethan's going to finish off. I've been getting the wound up. So thank you very much for coming, and great to see you all. Thank you.
So now I'd like to invite Peter back up, as well as David George, to cut the cake.
I found out yesterday that I'm not allowed to eat cake anymore, so I had a doctor's appointment, my cholesterol's through the roof, and I've been warned off it. He's going to cut it for us now.
So thanks to everyone for coming. So after this, there's going to be guided tours, or you're free to just wander around by yourselves at your own will.
Wander around aimlessly.
Refreshments and nibbles are available in the Wellbeing Hub, as we said before. Yeah.
He's done a good job.
Thanks.
Sue, do you want me to cut the cake up?